Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled The Power, the Power / Influence of Women. And, it's not just, I wake up and I think about women 24/7. It's just the Spirit led me to this because I was reading in the Kings about the fall of King Solomon. And it's actually amazing to know that he fell to women because of his great wisdom. Okay, but that just really shows you the power that a woman has over a man when it comes to influence. Not physical strength, not mental strength, but influence. Okay? And Yahweh Shem Shai created it that way. He made it to be so. Okay? So I'm going to go to 1 Kings 11 and verse 1. It says, "But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, Ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods," which he told us that in Deuteronomy, which I'll get that after. And the reason why he said don't deal with them is not because it's wicked to deal with other nation women. Of course not. There's even a law that says that, after war, right, if you see a beautiful woman of the captives, that you can take her to wife. That's in our law. The reason the Lord was telling us to beware of taking the women of these other nations is because they would influence us, right? They would influence certain of us to follow after their gods. Okay, because he understood the influence that these women have over men. Okay, if you want to bring it to today's time, all of these women are gone aside to Satan, pretty much, unless they're in this truth, right? But a lot of them that are in this truth are not really in this truth. So, at the end of the day, your mindset has to be towards Yahweh Shem Shai at all times. Okay, not veer to the left or the right. And we see the examples of those that did that and what the end of them was. Okay. It says, "Ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines." Okay. And shalom to the people on the comment board, brothers and sisters. It says, "And his wives turned away his heart." You see that? Even with all the wisdom that King Solomon had, his wives still were able to turn away his heart. That's showing you how influential women are, okay, to a man. It says, "For it came to pass when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with Yahweh his power, as was the heart of David his father." See, David had multiple women as well, okay? But guess what? David didn't allow those women to turn his heart into to serve any other gods or to go away or astray from Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? "For Solomon went after Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites." And Solomon, these are some wicked, evil gods. Okay, in other words, false gods, but they require wicked, evil sacrifices. Okay, and Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord, and went not fully after Yahweh, as did David his father. Then did Solomon build an high place for Shamash, the abomination of Moab in the hill that is before Jerusalem. And for Molech, you see, do not these elites worship Molech on a high level? Yeah. And guess what? They also reverence Solomon. Okay. Why? Because of this. Okay. Because he was also a witch. Okay. This is witchcraft right here. Okay. He turned aside to that. You understand what I'm saying? But this is why the Lord had to have that happen. Just like the fall of Adam, that had to happen for the prophecy to play out the way it played out. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Because King Solomon came back, because he said that the Lord said that he was going to chastise him with the rod of men, right? Did King Solomon get chastised with the rod of men? Give me a second. The abomination of the children of Ammon, and likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto their gods. And Yahweh was angry with Solomon, which what Solomon should have did was said, nah, you're not worshiping none of your gods. That's not happening in my house. And that would have been that. Okay? You see what I'm saying? But it played out the way it was supposed to play out, according to prophecy. And Yahweh was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned from the Lord power of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice. Okay. And had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods, but he kept not that which Yahweh commanded. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes, which I have commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee, and will give it to thy servant. And this is where all the confusion came, with Jeroboam, taking the 10 tribes and so on and so forth, and the 10 tribes going into captivity and Judah going into captivity. Okay. So that's where all that happened. Now, when you go back to Deuteronomy, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. Seven in verse. This person's probably going to call me in a second. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, 7 and 3. It says, neither shalt thou make, matter of fact, let's go up. It says, this is Deuteronomy 7 and 1. It says, when Yahweh thy power shall bring thee into the land, whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them. Okay, Salakia. All right, Salakia. Okay, it says, and when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto his son, unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me. See, and that's the main point, is that turning away the sons to following after other gods. Okay? Because where does a nation come from? It comes from the men, the seed. Okay? Let's say if the daughter is given to that man, it's of course wickedness, because what she's bearing, the son, the seed of heathen. She's not bearing the seed of Israelite. She's bearing the seed of heathen. So those children that come out of her, even though she's an Israelite woman, will be heathen. Okay. But the thing with the son is that now the seeds that he has will be influenced after the ways of the heathen. So even the pure seed, the righteous seed, will be influenced after heathens if he follows after their gods. For they will turn away, I'll read it again, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Okay. Now, you notice that when when you speak to these women of other nations, which I live in a place with a lot of diverse women from other places around the world, and we don't even need that example. We could just use the example of our own women. They'll try to bring you to church, whatever influence you. They might be into witchcraft. Oh yeah, you should talk to the ancestors or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, they'll try to influence you in that way. Okay. You deal with Moab. The Moabite women are heavy into that, into making you, and to try to influence you to have the kids speak Mandarin or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? So they're heavy into that. Ishmaelites will have you trying to, become a Muslim or whatever the case may be. So these things, they influence men because men love women. Okay, the scriptures say that. Let's go into Proverbs, the 31st chapter. Shalom Akim Yalbashim Yal Shabashim Kakadash Brakatha. Brakathum Salaka. Yalbashim Yal Shabashim Kakadash Brakathum. Okay, and Shalom to you, Sincere Aquath, on the comment board as well. Let's get Proverbs 31. This is Proverbs 31 and verse 3. And what I marveled at how, King Solomon was able to be influenced by those women, even though he had all that great wisdom. He was known as he was the greatest king that ever lived. Okay. Of course, excluding Yahushua, but Yahushua was not coronated. Okay. At that time. Okay. So King Solomon was the greatest king that ever lived. Right. Even though he was the wisest king, the wisest king that ever lived, even though he was the wisest king that ever lived, he was still able to be influenced by those women. And he had an abundance of women. So there were so many influences, so many snares, so many traps around him, that he succumbed. You see? It says, and that's why brothers don't understand. The Most High is actually protecting you from these women. It's hard to come into the truth. It's hard to get women. Well, guess what? Yahweh Shemel Shai is protecting you. He knows you're not on the level to deal with a woman at this time. He knows that's not going to be beneficial to you. Okay? It says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son? And what the son of my womb? And what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And what was not King Solomon destroyed by women? Yes, he was. Okay, they didn't beat him up and then take the crown from him, but he was influenced by them to turn away from the Lord. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It says it is not, and guess what? He's not the only king that was destroyed by women. Absolutely not. There was many. All right. It says, give not thy strength unto women. And this is a mother that loves her son, by the way, because a lot of these mothers nowadays, they won't tell their sons the truth. They'll hide the wickedness of women. Okay. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law. Ooh, and that's what happened. King Solomon forgot the law, and he was drinking of those philosophies of these other nations, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So, hey, we know for a fact that if you know anything about women, there's a lot of information coming out nowadays, right? You should know that they're they deal with a lot of snares. Okay, their mind is full of games, and they're trying to, they're playing chess. They're playing chess in the spirit, and a lot of them, it's like they don't know it. It's like it's automatic to them. It's not like it's like they're consciously thinking of these things. These are automatic. These shit tests, these different things, these they're trying to gather information or intel, to use. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, "And I find more bitter than death." This is King Solomon speaking now. "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." Okay, meaning she'll lead you into destruction. Okay, but if you please Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's going to deliver you from her. That's what I'm saying. The Most High is delivering brothers from these different women. Okay, well, brothers look at it. "Oh, I'm catching hell." Well, you would have been catching more hell if you would have deal with this particular woman. And that's why I said also, brothers we have to start being more picky about the women that we deal with. In period. Not because I gotta bust a nut, you just deal with a woman. No, the scriptures speak against that. It says, "Desire her not for pleasure, and don't fall at her, don't stumble at her beauty." Just because she's beautiful, so what? So what? That comes a dime a dozen, man. There's many beautiful women out there. All right. I'd rather deal with a six that's that's righteous somewhat, okay? That's decent, that's a real wife. Guess what? She's more valuable than 100 women that are considered models and whatever. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Even Kanye said a good girl is worth more than 1,000 hoes or some shit like that. 1,000 bitches, right? Which is a fact. Okay. Which is a fact. I agree 100%. All right. I said, "Behold, this have I found," saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, "which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found." And that one man out of 1,000, that represents the elect. When they speak about one out of 1,000, that represents the elect. That represents the righteous. Okay. But because this is not the only time it mentions one out of 1,000 in the scriptures. "But a woman among all those have I not found," showing you that what? They're not righteous. Well, he's going to go into it. It says, "Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright." Okay? The Most High hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. So that's why I said somewhat righteous. Because women were not really made upright. Okay? Man was made upright. Man was made to walk, was given the breath. Yeah, Adam was given the breath. Okay, she's supposed to follow us. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Okay, point blank, period. Let's get Sirach 36. Let's get Sirach 36 as a matter of fact. Let me go here. Let's go here. Oh, what the hell's going on here, man? God damn it. I don't feel no way because I typed in Latino woman. I could have typed in any woman. Could have typed in black woman. Doesn't matter. It's the first thing that came to mind. Doesn't make a difference. The problem with the Jake woman is not, the fact of beauty. There's many beautiful dark-skinned women, many beautiful dark-skinned women, many beautiful, brown-skinned mocha woman, whatever the case may be, with afros and all that, beautiful. But it's the attitude, the mindset, the culture that has been created. Anyways, this is a good one right here. This is a good one right here. But I'm gonna click on this though. I want to go view the whole chapter. It's 21. That's a good one right here. And that gives credence to what I said before. All right. So this is a not Proverbs, Ecclesiasticus, a Sirach 36 and 21. It says, a woman will receive every man, right? Yet is one daughter better than another. Okay. So, because, a woman didn't really choose who she married. The woman was set up to marry a particular individual. So she'll deal with whoever. But it says that, one daughter is better than another. There's levels to women. There's certain women that are on a higher level than other women. Certain women that are more valuable than other women. Okay. That's why I said, to be picky is a good thing. It says the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So a man is influenced by a woman because a man loves nothing better than women, especially beautiful women. Okay? I say this to the brothers, you go to a place and even you want women there. I don't care if I go to a particular bar or something. I want women there because just the vibe, even though I'm not looking at them or I'm not even going to speak to them, whatever the case may be, it's just the vibration of women being there makes the place more enjoyable. Okay? That's just the facts. Women are set up for fun. They're set up for the pleasure of men. Okay? So men love women. They love the presence of women. They love to talk to women. All of that, man. And I like fucking fit that weirdo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like, the thing with these guys, these red pill guys, a lot of these guys, they don't have balance. And another thing, they're faking the funk. A lot of them are just a bunch of, the mass majority of them, I'll say damn near all of them, are just actors. They're fakers. They're not real. They don't really live like that. But, that's the facts. But this is why men are influenced by them. Okay? But if your whole life is not all about pleasure, then guess what? They don't have that much power over you. Okay? When you look at Jake and the Will, their whole life, they live to just be around women and to get women and this woman, or where the women at, where the hoes at. This, you know what I'm saying? That's their whole life, literally. I see it, If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife getteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So that's going into a woman that's doing what she's supposed to be doing as a wife, which the mass majority of them are not doing. Okay. Let's see if I could. Don't have cash. Let's go to First Ezra Salakia. For some reason I can't get it from here, so gotta back up. First Ezra 4:35. This is First Ezra 4:35. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure where I'm gonna start from. I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse 14 of 13. It says, Then the third who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? That's why I said influence. Okay, influence is what it really is influence that they have. When we speak about the power they have, we're speaking about the influence. Are they not women, right? Because the word power means to be able. What are they able to do? They're able to persuade you. They're able to change your mind. Matter of fact, let's look up the word influence. Let's look up the word influence. And guess what? A woman could do that in righteousness too, you know? But usually 99.9% of the time they're using it for wickedness. Okay? They're not using it for righteousness' sake. Okay? Let's look this up. It says influence. It says streaming ethereal power from the stars. Okay, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let's look this up real quick. Let's look for a proper definition. A flow of water, a flowing, right? Okay. It says present. It says from Latin influentum, present participle of influra, to flow into, stream in, pour in, right? To influence is like to pour in. Okay, to pour in what? Their ways unto you. Okay. All right. So they're pouring in their ways unto you and changing your ways. Okay. Right. So, right. Like when it says under the influence, exertion of unseen influence by person, meaning capacity for producing effects by insensible or invisible means. Okay. That's it. All right. Someone who can, someone that can influence you, you know, goes into flow. It says, and employ, impede, impetuous, inflict, and it goes into flowing freely, right? Fluid, okay? You know, so in other words, to pour in, you know, to pour in their ways unto you. So that's why you have to be mindful when you deal with these women, not to become weak to them, okay? If you do deal with them, don't become weak to them, you see? And by you really just dealing with any old nilly-willy woman, it's really, you already lost half the battle, really. You know what I'm saying? Let's come back over here. Shoot, I lost the first Ezra. Let's get back to first Ezra. Right? That proves that they still have power over you, because, you know, as long as you see, oh my God, oh, she got a vagina, she got big breasts, oh, that's all I need. That's all I need. And then you just go and you lose it, and you just go deal with this woman. You know, that's really showing that they still have a lordship over you. It says, women have borne the king. And I knew this when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. I said this. I said this proverb. And I said, you know what? Everything men do is for women. Okay? Just examining the world, examining us, examining, you know, how it was. Okay? You know, they get cars. Why do they get the cars? For the women. Why did they get the clothes? For the women. I knew that as a child, as a young man. Okay? It says, women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women could not men be. Right? They bring glory unto men. Okay? It says, yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, right? Anything they get, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty, and letting all those things go? Do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver and gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father and that brought him up, in his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. Okay? By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Okay? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers. Right? And it's a shame that women influence certain brothers more than the Most High. It's a shame. Okay? In other words, to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's a shame. Okay? That should, come on, man, that should never be. All right? And looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he has spoiled and robbed, bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, lost their minds, and I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it within my family. I've seen it. They lose their minds. Okay, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. And a lot of these hoes are doing witchcraft. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, so they'll put them spells on you, man. All right. This is Proverbs 31:3. It says, where I read this earlier, brother Shalom. All right, brother Machaya. This is Proverbs 31 and verse 3. It says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And then I read the example of King Solomon. He was destroyed by the women. Okay, the women led him astray. Even all the wisdom that King Solomon had, the women were strong, boy. And you know they were beautiful. Okay? You see? It says many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bartachus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head, and setting it upon her own head. See, if this was anyone else, they would have got their head sliced off, man. Okay? She also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. Why? That's called influence. That's her pouring her ways into him. Okay? She laughing, he laughing back. Okay? And it's really supposed to be the other way around. All right? It's really supposed to be us pouring our ways into them. But because of the fall, of Adam, all this confusion is brought forth in the earth. Okay? It says, but if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again. And this is why they leave dudes that they can control, or they don't respect dudes and they go cheat on them or whatever the case may be, because they know deep down that you're supposed to control them. Okay? Not them controlling you. You're supposed to influence them. You're supposed to be the superior, not them. But not in this world. Okay, these dudes act like the inferior, right? That's why they leave them. They're looking for a superior. They're looking for someone to lead them. They're looking for someone that knows what to do. Okay, that could tell them, no, stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's not, no, stop. Okay, you understand? It says, then the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. Okay, and then now he's speaking about how the truth is more powerful. Okay, O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. See, the truth, right? Because the truth now, that's different. That'll change you in a whole nother way. Okay, now let's go to just real quick, dealing with that, because the truth is an influence as well. But the difference with the truth and women, the truth is a pure influence. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7:25. It says, "For she is the breath of the power of the Most High." Okay. Who's the breath and the power of the Most High? Wisdom. "And a pure influence flowing from the glory." Well, hold on. Did we not read how influence means to flow in? Right? The water flowing in. Right? So the truth, or the wisdom is a pure influence. Okay, flowing from the Most High. Okay, from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore, can no defiled thing fall into her. Right? It's not gonna rest upon someone that's going to somebody that's defiled. It's only gonna go into those that can receive it. Okay, but it influences them to do righteousness, to fear the Lord. Okay, because that's the beginning of wisdom. All right. You see, nothing is stronger than that. Okay, but you have to be, you cannot be defiled. If you're a defiled person, then it's not going to work for you. But if you're not defiled, then guess what? Hey, there's nothing that can stop you. Women, nothing. Alcohol, nothing. The traps and snares of Esau. Because guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to be guiding you. Okay? And he's going to make your way clear. All right? So, hey man, at the end of the day, this wasn't supposed to be so long. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And I'll say shalom.